Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and good. First of all, let me introduce myself to you. Myself, Priyanka Jagannath Patil, and I am from Chembur Camp Municipal Upper Primary English School. So, dear student, today is Tuesday, 26th of October 2021, and today's thought is there are no secrets to success. It is the result of continuous preparation, hard work, and learnings from failure. So, what we learn from this thought? We learn that do hard work and you will get success. So, without any delay, we start our today's lesson. So, let me share a screen with you. So, here we go. Before we start the lesson, there is an instruction for you all. Throughout the lesson, I want your active participation. So, be attentive and answer the questions whenever I will ask. So I welcome you all in MCGM's online education activity. Today we are going to learn the subject mathematics, and our today's topic is division part 1. So let's start. So what do you mean by division? So here we have few definitions of division. So let's read them one by one. First, division means distributing things equally. Second, division means making equal groups of things. Third, division also means taking away the same number of things again and again from a certain number of things. So here we have an example. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Means suppose if we have 4 things and we have to distribute them equally, what we have to do? We have to make their 2 parts. And how many parts we will get? Equal groups. We will get 2 equal groups, and that's why the answer is 2. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So next, this is the symbol of division. The symbol which you can see on your screen is the symbol of division, and it is used while performing this basic mathematical operation of division. Now here we will learn about the parts of division. There is an example 11 divided by 2, and through this example we will try to understand the parts of division. Dividend, divisor, quotient, and remainder. These are the 4 parts of division. So now we will start with dividend. So what is dividend? Dividend is the number to be divided. Means in this example 11 is the number which is to be divided, and that's why 11 is the dividend. Then divisor. What is divisor? It is the number that divides the dividend. It is the number that divides the dividend, and in this example 2 is the divisor. Then quotient. What is quotient? Quotient is the answer we get on dividing the numbers. And in this example, 5 is the quotient, because if we divide 11 by 2, we will get that answer, 5. And what is remainder? Remainder is the number that remains after performing the division. And in this example, we have 1 as a remainder. Now let's go for the next part. That is properties of division. So here we go for the very first property. When a number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. When a number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. So let's try to understand this property by example. So here is example. 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6. Means whenever any number is divided by 1, so in this example, we have the number 6 and we divided that number by 1. And we get the answer 6. Property number 2, when a number is divided by itself, then quotient is 1. So here we have an example 8 divided by 8. When any number get divided by itself only, then answer is 1. Here we have taken example of number 8, and if we take any other example like 9 divided by 9, also we get the number 1 as a answer. So now property number 3. When 0 is divided by any number, then the quotient is always 0. That is very important property. If we divide any number by 0, then we'll get the answer 0. Here we have taken example as pi divided by 0 and we get the answer 0. So now let's revise. So here is an example. If 20 chocolates are divided equally in 5 children, how many does each child get? So to get the answer, what we have to do? We have to carry out the division. So let's carry out the division. Here we go. Here we have 20 divided by 5. So 5 is the divisor and 20 is the dividend. So let's go for it. We know 5 4s are 20. So let's subtract 20 from 20. And what answer we will get? As a reminder is 0 and quotient is 4. So each child gets 4 chocolates. How many chocolates? 4 chocolates. So now we'll go for the next example. In this example, if 21 flowers are divided equally between 7 children, how many flowers does each child get? For this, again, we have to perform division. So let's carry out the division. So here we go. 21 divided by 7. 7 is the divisor and 21 is the dividend. So now let's start. So 7 3s are 21. And we get 3 as the answer. So how many flowers does each child get? Each child gets 3 flowers. Now the third one. If 24 pencils are divided equally between 8 children, how many pencils does each child get? To get the answer, let's carry out the division again. So what we'll do here? We'll divide 24 by 8. So let's do it now. We know that 8 3s are 24. So quotient is 3 and we get the answer 3. So each child gets 3 pencils. So now let's solve. Now we have some examples, okay? And we have to solve them. So here we go for the first one. Let's arrange 15 divided by pi in the form of dots. As pi is the divisor, and let us put 5 dots in one row and find out how many rows needed for 15 dots. So listen students, what we have to do to find the answer? We have to put some dots here. As we all know that 15 divided by 5. In this example, 5 is the divisor. So what we will do, we will put 5 dots in one row and we will try to find out how many rows needed for 15 dots. So let's start. So we put here 5 dots. This is the first row, then the second row, and then the third row. How many rows we found? 3 rows. So 3 rows are formed. So what will be the answer? 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Because why? Because 3 rows get formed and we get the answer 3. So here we have some more examples. So now listen, I want answer from your side. So be attentive, okay? So here we go for the very first. Look here, 8 divided by 5. So here 2 is the divisor. What we have to do? We have to put 2 dots in each row and we have to find how many rows needed for 8 dots. So can anyone tell me how many rows? How many rows can we get? No, then let's find how many rows. So here we go.
4.
Near about. Yes, correct. 4. Shabash. So 4 rows we need for 8 dots. Means what? Means we get 4 as the answer. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Now next. So second example is here. 16 divided by 4. So 4 is divisor here. So how many dots we have to put in one row? 4 dots. So now let's find how many rows needed for 16 dots. How many rows?
16.
Correct. We'll need 4 rows and answer will be 4. So 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. Correct. Well done. Well done. So example number 3. 18 divided by 6. So here 6 is the divisor.
6 3s are 18.
Very good. So we have to form rows first, na? So let's form the rows. 3 rows will form. So answer will be 3. Very good. You are correct. 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. Now the last one. Okay. So last one is 24 divided by 8. Here 8 is the divisor. We have to put 8 dots. Yes, correct. We have to put yeah. Shabash, correct. We have to put 8 dots in one row. So let's do 3 rows get formed. So 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3. Very good. Very well done, students. Very well done. So now let's go for the next topic. So let's know now the interrelationship between division and the multiplication. So here we go. Look, someone is here to meet us on the screen. 2 girls and 1 boy. Let's know their names first. The girl in a yellow shirt, and she is Tai, the elder one. Then in a pink one, we have Shobha, and in a red t-shirt, we have a Rohit. So they are talking something. So let's try to know what they are talking. So one day, what happened, you know? Tai brought a box, and in that box, there were few rings and some stands. So Tai gave this all to Shobha and Rohit. So Shobha counted the rings and she said there are 12 rings. And Rohit said, yeah, there are 3 stands. Then Shobha said, Rohit, let's put these rings on the stands. But let's put an equal number of rings on each stand. So what they do? They started to put equal rings on each stand. So here, when they were doing this, Shobha said, if 12 rings are distributed equally on 3 stands, how many rings should there be on each stand? Let's count. Rohit said, means you are asking to divide, isn't it? So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. And each stand will have 4 rings. Now tell me, if each stand has 4 rings, how many stands do we need for 12 rings? Now it was Shobha's turn. Shobha said, again, this is division. So 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. Means we need 3 stands. Simple. Tai was listening everything. She smiled and she said, why is that so, dear? Do you know? Let me tell you the reason. So Tai continued and she said, because you see, 4 into 3 is equal to 12. And 3 into 4 is also equal to 12. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4 and 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. Rohit was smart enough and he immediately said, Tai, this means that we can get 2 divisions from one multiplication, isn't it? For example, 8 into 4 is equal to 32, isn't it? We get 32 divided by 8 is equal to 4 and 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8. Is that right? Tai said, excellent, Rohit. You are correct. Absolutely correct. Now, afterwards, what happened? Tai gave them some multiplications and she told them to solve. So let's help them. So here we go for the first. On the screen, you can see 7 into 5 is equal to 35. And 2 divisions are there. First, I'll show you how to solve. Then from the second one, you all have to participate. Okay. So 7 into 5 is equal to 35. So the two divisions are given here. 35 divided by dash is equal to 5 and 35 divided by dash is equal to 7. So what will come in the first box? 35 divided by 7 is equal to 5 and 35 divided by 5 is equal to 7. Okay. Now next example, you all have to give me answer. So here we go for the second example. 6 into 7 is equal to 42. Now you all have to tell me the answer. What will be the answer? 42 divided by 7. If we divide 42 by 7, what answer we will get? Yes. Students, answer me.
7 6 or 42.
Okay, then answer will be what? Answer will be 6.
6.
So 42 divided by 7, we get 6 as a answer. So now next one, 42 divided by 6. So what will be the answer?
6 7 ja 42. Answer 7. 6 7.
Shabash. Very good. Very good. Excellent, dear. 42 divided by 6 is equal to 7. That is the correct answer. Very good. So now we'll go for the next. So here we have 5 into 9 is equal to 45. So 45 divided by dash is equal to 9. What will be the answer? Yes, students?
5 9 ja.
Okay, the answer will be?
5 9 ja 40.
Yeah. Yes, very good. Then answer will be 5. Shabash. So second one is 45 divided by dash is equal to 5. So what will be the answer in the box? Which answer we have to put?
9 5 ja
9.
45.
Yes, then in the box, what we have to write? In the box, we have to write 9. So let's write. Here we go. So 45 divided by 5 is equal to 9. And 45 divided by 9 is equal to 5. Very good. So next, here we have something different. 8 into dash is equal to 56. And divisions we are having here, 56 divided by 8 is equal to box. And 56 divided by 7 is equal to box. So now first of all, you have to tell me what will be there in the box of multiplication. 8 multiplied by box. So what will be the answer in the box?
7.
Very good. 7 is the answer. So 8 into 7 is equal to 56. Now tell me what will be the answer in the first box, 56 divided by 8. Yes, students, answer me first.
7.
7, correct. And in the second box, 56 divided by 7, what will be the answer?
8.
8. Very good. You all are correct. So now we'll go for the next topic. So which is our next topic? Our next topic is dividing a 2-digit number by a single-digit number. So let's go for it. So here we go. Here we have an example. So let me read the example first. 4 farmers together bought 84 sacks of manure and wondered how to divide them equally among themselves. So 4 farmers are there. They bought 84 sacks of manure and now they want to divide them equally in themselves. So for that, what they have to do? They have to carry out a division. So let's do that division for them. So what we will do? We will divide 84 by 4 because the number of sack is 84 and the number of farmers is 4. So let's perform the division now. We all know that 4 to the 8. So we will subtract 8 from 8 and we'll get 0 as the answer. Then what we'll do? We'll take this 4, which is at unit place. And now 4 ones are 4. So we'll get 0 as a remainder and 21 as the quotient, isn't it? So how many sacks? Each farmer get 21 sacks of manure. So how many sacks will every farmer get? Each farmer will get 21 sacks of manure. So now we'll go for the another. So let's solve. Here we'll have some examples, okay? And you all have to participate. So let's go for the first. Carry out divisions and write down the divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder. So what we'll do here, we'll perform some divisions and after performing the division, you have to answer me which is the divisor, which is the dividend, which is the quotient and which is the remainder. Okay. So here we go for the first. First example is 75 divided by 5. So let's go for the division. 5 ones are 5. So we'll get 2. And then we'll take this 5 at this place. We'll get 25. And we all know that 5 5s are 25. So 0 we will get down. And at the, yes, at the quotient we'll get 15 as an answer. So now let's write which is the divisor. Now tell me students, which is the divisor here? Yes,
Zero.
answer me.
Zero.
5
And
is the divisor. No, just tell me one by one. Sequentially, we have to go. Okay,
zero.
one by one answer me. Don't give answers in chorus. Okay,
75 dividend 20
shabash.
zero.
Yeah, and quotient is, which is the
56
quotient? 15 is the quotient, and 0 is the remainder. Very good. Very good. So now let's go for the second one. So here we have 52 divided by 4. So first of all, let's carry out the division. Okay. So be careful. 4 ones are 4. So 1 will remain. We'll take this 2 at the place. We'll get the number 12. And we all know that 4 3s are 12. So we carry out the division successfully. Now it's turn to write divisor, dividend, and quotient. So which is the divisor?
Divisor 4.
Yes, dividend.
52.
Shabash. And which is the quotient?
13.
Yes. And reminder?
0.
Shabash. So here we get 4 as a divisor, 52 as a dividend, 13 as a quotient, and 0 as a reminder. So now the next one. 44 divided by 3. Okay, so let's carry out the division first. 3 ones are 3. 1 in will remain. We'll take 4 at the downward. So we'll get 14. And 3 4s are 12. And 2 will remain. So let's write divisor, dividend, and quotient. Now which is the divisor?
3.
3. Which is the dividend?
44.
Shabash. Which is the quotient?
14.
Very good. And what is the remainder?
2.
2. Very good. Now we'll go for the another one. So here we have 92 divided by 8. So quickly let's carry out the division. So 8 ones are 8. What will remain? 1. So we'll take this 2 and we'll get the new number, that is 12. And 8 ones are 8 again. And 4 will remain. So let's write the divisor. Which is the divisor?
8.
Then dividend.
92.
Yes. The quotient.
11.
Very well. And the remainder?
4.
Very good. So in this way we get divisor as 8, dividend 92, quotient 11, and remainder 4. So now next topic, that is dividing a 0 by a non-zero number. So here we go. So when a 0 is divided by any other number, that is by any non-zero number, the quotient is always 0. When we were learning the properties of division, at that time also we come to know that whenever any number get divided by 0, we get 0 as the answer. So here this property is written in another way, that is, if a 0 get divided by any other number, and specifically if that number is any non-zero number, means other than 0. Non-zero means other than 0. Then quotient is always 0. We all know that. What is quotient? Quotient means answer of the division. Okay. So quotient, we always get quotient as a 0. Means if, example is here. If there are 0 laddus on a plate, if a plate is there having 0 laddus, no matter how many children there are, each child will get 0 laddus. If a plate is there having no laddu, means 0 laddu. And if number of children are there, then how many laddus will every child get? So for that, division. Suppose if 9 children are there and they want laddus, and we divide 0 by 9, what answer we will get? We will get 0 as the answer. If suppose 7 children are there and they want laddu, so what we have to do? We have to divide 0 by 7. And what answer we'll get? We'll get 0 as the answer. No matter how many digit number is that. If suppose there are 100 of children, and again we have to divide 100 by 0, then what answer we'll get? We will get 0 as the answer only. So whenever we divide any number by 0, then we will always get the answer as 0. So keep this thing in mind. Okay. So here we go for the exercise. Now that very smiley ball is asking us to solve some questions. So let's go for it. So here we have 50 divided by 5. So what we have to do? Tell me.
5.
Very good. 5 ones are 5. And how many will remain?
0.
0. Then we have to take this 0 at a down. Again, 5 zeros are 0. Isn't it? So now tell me which is the divisor.
Divisor 5.
Which is the dividend?
50.
Very good. And which is the quotient?
10.
Shabash. And what about the remainder?
0.
0. Very good. So in this example, here we have 5 as the divisor, 50 as dividend, 10 as quotient, and 0 as remainder. Very good. So now here we go for the next example. So here we have 90 divided by 9. So dear students, let's carry out the division. So how to solve it? Tell me. 9.
9 ones are 9.
Very good. 9 ones are 9. And how many will remain at the bottom?
0.
0. Now what we have to do? We have to take another 0. So again, next step.
0 zeros are 0.
Okay. So in this way we solve this division. Now which is the divisor?
Divisor 9.
Dividend,
90.
quotient,
10.
and remainder?
0.
0. Very good. So in this way, here we get 9 as a divisor, 90 as dividend, 10 as a quotient, and 0 as remainder. Okay. So well done you all. Smiley is very happy. You gave answer very quickly and very perfectly. Na? That's why Smiley is happy, and Smiley is wishing you all the best, and he is saying well done you all. Now it's time to have some homework. Okay. So look, on the screen you can see your homework. There are total 8 examples. So first one is 55 divided by 5. Second one is 68 divided by 2. Third one is 88 divided by 4. Fourth one is 49 divided by 3. Fifth one is 95 divided by 5. Sixth one, 78 divided by 6. Seventh one, 44 divided by 2. And the last one, that is eighth one, is 97 divided by 0. Now, dear students, what you have to do? You have to solve these all 8 examples in your notebook with clean and neat handwriting. Okay, that's your homework. And that's all for today. Thank you very much.